Have you ever noticed how the most intriguing people aren't the ones who tell you everything about themselves? In today's world of constant oversharing, there's a fascinating paradox at play. The less you reveal, the more people want to discover. It's like that friend who never posts on social media, but somehow everyone wants to know what they're up to. Today we're diving into why keeping certain aspects of your life private might actually make you more attractive. And I promise, this isn't just another be mysterious cliché. Let's talk about what I call the Instagram effect, and why it might be working against you. Think about it. When was the last time you saw someone post about their ordinary Monday morning? We've created this bizarre world where we feel compelled to share everything, creating an illusion that transparency equals authenticity. But here's what's fascinating. The things we don't share often become more valuable in others' eyes. It's like that one restaurant that doesn't have a social media presence, but always has a waiting list. And here's the real kicker. The more we try to prove our authenticity through constant sharing, the less authentic we actually appear. It's like trying too hard to look effortless. It just doesn't work. Let's geek out for a minute about why our brains are literally wired to be attracted to mystery. You know that feeling when you're watching a great TV show and can't wait for the next episode? That's your brain's reward circuit in action. When we're given bits of information gradually, our brains release dopamine in anticipation of learning more. It's the same mechanism that makes us more interested in people who don't reveal everything at once. Our minds hate incomplete information. When we encounter gaps in what we know about someone, our brains actually experience a kind of psychological itch that we're motivated to scratch. This is why that person who only shares glimpses of their life often occupies more mental real estate than the one who broadcasts everything. Here's something fascinating. We value things more when they're harder to obtain. This includes information about others. When someone is selective about what they share, each piece of information feels more valuable, like getting a limited edition version of their story. Humans are natural pattern seekers. When we don't have all the information, our brains work overtime to fill in the blanks, often in the most interesting ways possible. This mental engagement actually creates stronger emotional investment in getting to know someone. Let's break down the crucial difference between dumping information and strategic sharing. On one side, we have the oversharing patterns that many of us fall into, and on the other, the art of strategic privacy that actually builds intrigue. You know that person who posts every single mood swing and life update. While it might feel authentic in the moment, it actually reduces others' curiosity about your journey. When you selectively share truly significant moments, people lean in to learn more about your story and value what you do share. Using social media as your personal therapy session might seem relieving, but it often makes others uncomfortable and reduces their desire to connect deeper. Working through emotions privately or with close friends creates depth in your character that others can sense and respect. Sharing every coffee run and workout session might seem relatable, but it removes any sense of mystery about your daily life. Sharing occasional glimpses into your life makes people more interested in the full picture of who you are. Documenting every relationship milestone and conflict online turns your personal life into public entertainment rather than meaningful connections. Maintaining private aspects of your relationships makes them more special and increases others' respect for your personal life. Here's a golden rule I want you to remember when it comes to sharing aspects of your life. The key is to share what adds genuine value to others, not what simply validates yourself. Let's break this down for a second. When I say adds value, I'm talking about those authentic moments that might inspire, teach, or genuinely connect with others. And validate yourself? That's about those posts we make when we're really just seeking approval or trying to prove something. This simple rule can transform how you approach sharing your life with others. Think of it like being a curator of your own museum. Every piece should have meaning beyond just filling space. Let's explore the specific areas of life where a little privacy can go a long way in maintaining both mystery and respect. Your personal growth journey is like a garden. It needs some shade to flourish. Think of your current struggles like seeds. They need time underground before they can sprout into something worth sharing. Broadcasting every step of your journey can actually diminish the impact of your eventual transformation. Those self-improvement goals, they're more likely to succeed when you're not seeking constant external validation. It's like when you tell everyone about your diet, suddenly everyone becomes an unwanted advisor. Personal breakthroughs are more powerful when shared after they're achieved, not during every stumbling step along the way. Financial matters are like your personal source code, best kept secure. Your income details are like your password. Sharing them rarely leads to anything positive. It either creates unnecessary comparison or uncomfortable dynamics. Investment strategies and decisions are best discussed with professionals and trusted advisors, not broadcast to your social network. Keep your financial goals private. It helps maintain focus and prevents unsolicited opinions from clouding your judgment. Relationship dynamics are like a delicate ecosystem. They need protection to thrive. Those special conversations between you and your partner, they're like rare diamonds. Their value comes from their exclusivity. Intimate moments lose their magic when shared with the world. It's like explaining a joke. It just doesn't hit the same way. Relationship challenges are best worked through in private. Public sharing often amplifies problems and invites unnecessary drama. Future plans are like a chess game. Keep your moves close to the chest. Major career moves are more likely to succeed when you're not broadcasting them. It's like having a poker face in a high-stakes game. Life transitions deserve space to unfold naturally, without the pressure of public commentary or expectations. Big decisions benefit from quiet reflection rather than crowd-sourced opinions. Think of it as reducing noise to hear your own intuition better. When you strike the right balance between sharing and privacy, some pretty amazing things start happening in your life. Let's look at the 4 major benefits that come from this sweet spot. First up is deeper connections. It's fascinating when you're selective about what you share, people tend to value their interactions with you more. Think of it like exclusive club. The harder it is to get in, the more people appreciate being there. Your relationships become more about quality than quantity. Next, there's the professional advantage. In today's world, where everyone's life is an open book, being someone who maintains healthy boundaries stands out. Employers and colleagues respect someone who can keep things confidential and shows good judgment about what to share. Then we have emotional control. When you're not broadcasting every feeling and reaction, you gain this incredible power to process things on your own terms. It's like having a buffer between your emotions and the world. You get to choose when and how to respond instead of being at the mercy of immediate reactions. Finally, there's personal power. There's something magnetic about someone who doesn't need to prove themselves constantly. When people sense that you're comfortable keeping parts of your life private, they often attribute more depth and confidence to your character. Let's talk about those sneaky moments when we fall into oversharing. I call these the 5 traps that even the most private people sometimes stumble into. The vulnerability vortex. You know that moment when you share one personal thing and suddenly you're spilling your entire life story. It's like opening a bag of chips. You can't stop at just one. While vulnerability is beautiful, trading it like candy can cheapen its value. Instead, save those deep shares for moments and people that truly warrant them. The validation vacuum. This is when you're feeling a bit unsure, and before you know it, you're posting every little win looking for likes and comments. It's like trying to fill an emotional tank with social media fuel. It might feel good momentarily, but it's never quite satisfying. Remember, true confidence comes from within, not from your notification count. The achievement avalanche, we've all seen it. Someone gets a win and suddenly their feed is nothing but success stories. While celebrating wins is great, constantly broadcasting them can actually diminish their impact. It's like having dessert for every meal. It stops being special. The real-time reactor. This is when you're sharing your response to every single thing that happens to you as it happens. It's like being a live news channel of your own life. The problem? You're not giving yourself time to process and reflect. Sometimes the best reactions are the ones we keep to ourselves until we've really thought them through. The relationship reporter, documenting every date, argument, and make-up moment in your relationship. It's like turning your personal life into a reality show. But here's the thing, The best relationships often thrive in private, away from the public eye. Some moments are meant just for two. Let's get practical and talk about how to actually create this balance in your life. I'm going to share 4 powerful strategies that you can start using today. First up is the 24-hour rule. Before sharing anything significant, give yourself a full day to sit with it. It's amazing how different things can look after a good night's sleep. What feels share-worthy in the heat of the moment might not seem so important tomorrow. This isn't about suppressing your thoughts. It's about giving them time to mature. Next, try the inner circle method. Think of your life like a series of concentric circles. The innermost circle gets the most personal information, and each outer circle gets a more curated version. Not everyone needs or deserves to be in your innermost circle. This isn't about being fake. It's about being appropriately authentic with different audiences. Here's a game changer: the value filter question. Before posting anything, ask yourself, does sharing this add value beyond making me feel validated? If you're honest with yourself, you'll be surprised how often the answer is no. This single question can transform your sharing habits. Finally, practice the digital audit. Once a month, review your social media posts and messages. What patterns do you notice? What made you cringe? What made you proud? Use these insights to refine your sharing strategy. Think of it like decluttering your digital presence, keeping only what truly serves you and others. Before we wrap up, let's cement the most important lessons we've covered today. Remember that mystery isn't about being secretive. It's about understanding that not everything needs to be shared to be meaningful. In fact, the less you share, the more valuable what you do share becomes. Focus on sharing moments that truly matter rather than trying to document every aspect of your life. Your story is more compelling when you're selective about the chapters you share. Setting healthy boundaries isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about teaching others how to respect and value their relationship with you. The more you respect your own privacy, the more others will too. You have the power to choose what parts of your story to share and when. This isn't about hiding. It's about mindful sharing that serves both you and your audience.